Woody? No. Well, he did stream this late yesterday.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see
Professor
you, Lenore,
Garlic.
dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for
She's
today's
pretty
class.
though.
A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
The new rose in our
We do
garden.
look forward to growing together.
I like her.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Oh, not the mandrake root. Damn it. English
Let's
doesn't
see
work.
if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
I don't want to do this, but here. Oh God!
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil!
I don't think they can hear.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Do I have to fix?
Repair.
Okay, she fixes. Oh, okay, do I have to fix it?
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Right then, off you go.
that's why
Smart
it stopped
work,
breaking.
everyone.
As an adult
Now
mandrake.
for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed it. I just nearly went deaf.
Enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
I need to wait 10 minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished.
I might have been in
and
the other
mind
greenhouse
your
before.
fingers. They do bite.
I might have taken something from there.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing
Oh,
you the Chinese
hello.
chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
My lead. You're the one who was
Nice
supposed
work in
to.
Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's
Oh.
good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
No, det så wheel.
Look at that. Well, children they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
When they say Chinese cabbages, I didn't
Vicious
think
little bastards,
cabbages
aren't they?
is gonna go and
My kind
attack
of
me.
plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing
I told
balls.
you vegetables were
Kind of plants
dangerous.
that have your back in a fight.
In this
I'm not saying you can't do
universe,
it alone, but well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
that is still going on. The baby's tired.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Okay. They blow up by themselves eventually. Good to know.
Your weeds possess them, and with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alrighty.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Me my hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Next up, potion class.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh, it's the blind student.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
It's the one we saw on TikTok. Huh? I try not to. But I'm impressed, like... I've never seen a blind Hogwarts student before.
Not the best idea to start.
How many times must I tell you?
I hear a howler! It's a howler!
Do not support Puckmere United. If I find one
Babe.
more of their mementos on your wall, you'll be on the first train home to
It's
take
a
it
howler.
down.
Someone isn't.
Oh god.
Someone isn't happy.
Someone is definitely getting screwed when I get home.
Or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would
Revelio.
never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
See a key. Where are you
Bet he knows
going?
more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Come on, show me the way. Alright, slappy double. Dang it. Gotcha.
Revelio.
How will a blind student do potions? I'm not saying everything is impossible, I'm just saying I'm curious.
Well, you know what I saw?
What?
A blind chef.
A female?
Yeah,
Asian?
I think so.
Yeah, I've seen her before, she was in MasterChef.
Yeah, I know.
She even made Gordon Ramsay impressed.
I know.
Revelio.
She got blind from an accident.
Yeah, I know what to do for her. They told her like this is gonna lay here, and then someone had to help her get ingredients when they went into the ingredients room.
But they still helped.
Oh yeah, they
And
still
Still
help.
made it. So a blind chef and a blind person doing potions isn't.
Yeah, it's not far fetched or anything. Yes, I'm more curious because I've never seen it. Like, does they use magic and like let the magic do most of the things, or do they have help? And guess this is my potion professor.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Wigan-Weld
Mr.
potion.
Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it.
We're making
Please begin.
green stuff. We're making goop juice.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Holcomb use. Stir the cauldron. Can you smell it?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
I made my Wiggle potion.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
I'm gonna call it goop juice. Because it's green and... It was a green bottle in the game, like... I mean, the health potion is green in this one as well, so...
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn.
Like, otherwise it's called Wigglewell potion, but otherwise I'm gonna say Wiggle Waggle or... Goop juice.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked to...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, indeed. What do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a
Weasley?
if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you.
I am not surprised.
Related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort.
He's related to Professor Weasley.
Can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain
is his
can
aunt.
brew a Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I will help you.
Where I come in.
Not because you're a
As
Weasley.
clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Revelio.
Okay.
Your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
I got your feather.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Just don't blow anything up.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Patient and thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Oh no. What
Wait,
is he
It's not
doing?
supposed to. Ah!
Oh dear God. Oh no. Oh no.
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Mr. Weasley.
That'll be points from
Whoops.
Gryffindor. Again.
Losing some points.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own.
Oh shit, he knows.
Accomplice will answer to me as well.
I didn't do anything. I'm a nice Hufflepuff. It was the Ravenclaw.
An Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Ah, he knows. I mean, he knows. What's the point of lying? I did that. I'm sorry.
Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson.
Yeah, I did.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
I didn't lose any points at least. That's nice.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Was
Professor
nothing.
Sharp was
Could be worse.
No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Better be so, Mr. Weasley.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch
A
Diggory.
portrait in our common
He
room?
used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Why does a portrait want to talk to me? Wait, am I not tracking it? I am tracking it. Portrait. Eldritch Diggory.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, It's missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Justice
I'll do
must be
whatever I
served.
can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body.
Yeah,
A
what
girl was
she ends up
convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
It's gonna be a long way to freaking travel. Is it in Hogsmeade? It's a bit outside Hogsmeade, but it's the closer I get to.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio!
You might as well watch if
Expelliarmus!
Can I burn it?
Incendio!
Never mind.
Revelio!
Oh, yikes.